What up, everybody, man? This is Tide Talks, man. Episode 2, man. In this episode, I'm gonna be breaking down some recaps of the Celtics and that Knicks game, what I've seen and what I think. All right. So first, I'm gonna just be talking about the NBA. They read up with Nike sponsorship for another 12 years, so that's good. I always like Nike uniforms, so they look better than the old Adidas, whatever they had before that. Next, I'm gonna talk about some contracts. Jalen Green signed a $106 million contract for 3 years. The third year is a player option, so I think that's good for him. He hasn't become an all-star yet, so that gives him time to grow and see what he can become by the third year for the player option. All right, next I want to talk about AP. That's he played for the Rockets. Single. He signed a $185 million contract for 5 years. I think his potential is high, but if you really want to be honest, I feel like him and Jalen should have switched contracts. Jalen Green is definitely the best player on that Rockets team, so I don't know what the Rockets doing, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, next, the Hawks gave Jalen Johnson a $150 million contract, 5 years. We all know who his agent is. It's Rich Paul, man. Rich Paul out here finessing, getting his bag. Jalen Johnson, I don't think not no $150 million contract. So I know I ain't got $150 million, so I ain't gonna say he ain't worth it. But $150 million for Jalen Johnson. Next, I want to talk about Aaron Gordon, 4 year, $133 million. Rich Paul, his agent, also. So Rich Paul out here, man, making the best deals and getting the bag for his players. So keep expecting Rich Paul to thriving and you know what I'm saying, getting that bag. Next, Jalen Suggs signed a 5 year, $150 million contract. So the Magic re-up with him. You know what I'm saying, a little 3-and-D guard. Jalen Suggs, I think he got potential. I think he still can grow, but do I think he's a superstar? No. But they want to keep their young talent, and they kept their young talent, so he's solid enough, I guess. Rudy Gobert just signed the 3 year, $110 million contract, so expect Shaq to be snapping about that. That thing, $110 million for Rudy Gobert. Well, he's a what? 3-time, 4-time defensive player of the year. I don't know, man. The Rudy, we got 3 years left, like on the court. Next, I want to talk about this game I seen between the Knicks and the Celtics. So I'm watching it, and all I can say was the Knicks' defense was horrible. They wasn't getting no offensive rebounds. They weren't getting no defensive rebounds. You got Tatum shooting 8 threes and dishing out 10 assists, and Derek White shooting 6 threes. The Celtics was literally getting all the offensive rebounds off the Knicks and just kicking it back and shooting threes. They had 29 threes. So the Knicks definitely gonna need Mitchell Robinson, man, if they expect to beat the Knicks, because Cat not gonna get the rebounds, man. Cat is better at the 4. Cat should not be playing 5. We've seen it in the past. Yeah, man. So that's what I got from that game. Offensive rebounds and defense just killed the Knicks all night long. I know they was trying to figure out their offense, but the Celtics came out there with oil, just killing. World oil machine, they look like the championship team tonight for sure. They look like they didn't miss a beat. Next, I want to talk about Mikal Bridges' shot, man. What trainer told Mikal Bridges that he needed to fix his shot? Cause I last time I checked, he was like a 40%, 44% shooter in Phoenix, and he did solid in Brooklyn. So what's going on in New York, man? What's going on with Mikal Bridges' shot? I don't understand, man. He throwing it over his head, and I don't know, man. It just looked off. It looked terrible. Is Mikal Bridges hurt? Is do he got a shoulder injury like Ben Simmons? They or Markel Fultz that they're not telling us about? Because why is his shot off like that? What is going on with Mikal Bridges, man? I really don't. I really don't know, man. I really don't know what's going on. I watched the game and it just looked off. It just looked off. Um, yeah, man. So that's what I got from the Boston game and the Knicks game. The Lakers and the Celtics game is still going on, so I'm gonna just have to see what's going on with that. So yeah, man. Look, the Knicks got a lot of problems to fix. That offense is terrible. The defense is terrible. They're gonna have to figure out about the bench. Miles McBride looked good tonight though, but the Celtics should not be coming out here shooting 33s, man. They had 10 threes in the first quarter. They had 18 threes in the third quarter. No, the second quarter. So, man, I just don't know, man. It looked bad. It looked bad. But Mitchell Robinson, they said he won't be back till January, so they just gonna have to figure that out. That's a long time to be waiting for somebody to come back and get y'all rebounds. So Cat gonna have to show some effort to get some rebounds because they talking about beating the Celtics, man. They got worse problems they need to worry about right now. All right, so watching this Lakers and this Timberwolves game, from what I've seen so far, Randall need to find his spot. And I said this to plenty of people, man. The Timberwolves was gonna take a backslide, and I still feel the same about the Nuggets too. Both teams is gonna take a backslide. I think on the Timberwolves' behalf, that trade with the Knicks was kind of bad for them because now they just gotta. It's like they starting all over. They gotta rebuild and try to figure out what's gonna work for their system because Randall just all that ISO for the big man. Like I don't know, man. Randall game is he's an all-star. He's good. I like Randall, but this ISO and big man, I don't know. It's just not gonna work, man. If they're gonna have to figure out what they're gonna do with Randall, because right now it just can't be and Ant again and Ant again. You know what I'm saying? Like let's Ant turn to Michael Jordan, man. This is what I'm saying. Timberwolves is not going nowhere this year. I don't think the Nuggets gonna go nowhere this year because they don't have a bench. I know Julian Strouder and Russ they expect to come off the bench and do something, but I just don't see it. So that's what I feel. So tomorrow the Sixers and the Bucks play, and the Suns and the Clippers. Okay, so Chris Middleton is out for the Bucks. He had ankle surgery over the summer. He's still trying to figure it out. I guess he's still trying to heal from that. At least they got Giannis back. Lillard. They added Gary Trent, so still got the same squad. We just want to see it with Chris Middleton, and they can have a big three. So tomorrow the Sixers are playing the Bucks without their best two players, man. Embiid is expected not to play back to backs this year, so that's looking like 65 games probably. Paul George had a bone bruise in preseason, so he's not gonna be playing either, man. It's looking. You want to be honest, bro? It's looking bad for the Sixers starting off already. They expect to build chemistry and build some type of team. You know what I'm saying? Some type of system. They best two players got to be on the floor, and right now it's just not looking like they can do what they want to. Man, that's go for a championship. You just can't expect to not play them guys back to back games, and then they just come in when it's playoff time and just dominate. Like that's not gonna work like that. Like for instance, look at the Celtics, man. They team is intertwined with each other. They got chemistry. They out there shooting 29 threes, out there shooting 18 threes in halves and 10 threes in one quarter. That team got chemistry, man. And they mad. They very angry after what type of summer they had. So you talking about the Sixers, man. If I was a Sixer fan right now, I'd be very worried because it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Paul George and Embiid should be starting the season off healthy, giving the fans what they want, but they starting the season off their regular selves, and that's injured. And we know what Embiid, look, Embiid on the court at 50% is still giving you like 25 a game. Like 100% Embiid is averaging. I'm gonna tell you this. We ain't gonna never see 100% Embiid again, but close to it is we see what he did his MVP year, man, averaging 33. So what you think at least 80% Embiid doing, like at least 35, man. Embiid is healthy, is the best player in the league. Yes, he is. But he can't stay healthy, man. That's a problem. That's a real problem. He want to win a championship, but he can't play back-to-back games. I'm very worried about the Sixers, man. They're just gonna have to figure this out. But all right, I want to talk about the Suns and the Clipper game tomorrow. As you know, Kawhi Leonard is hurt. He's been hurt the last 5 years, ACLs. Been having knee inflammation for the last 4 or 5 years. So he's starting off this season with the same thing. Hurt, not able to play. So they said indefinitely. So we don't know when Kawhi gonna play again, man. But in honesty, man, I think Kawhi should just sit down and really think about what he want to do, because 5 year span, this is bad. Paul George is gone, and there's a bunch of young boys there. There were Terrence Mann and them. I don't know. I think that Clippers team gonna be bad this year if they don't got Kawhi Leonard. Yeah. That's just that's just what it is, man. All right, so I want to talk about my Suns, and I expect them to come in and blow this Clipper team out. Show the new offense that Mike Budenholzer had put in place. Um, Show why we went and got Tyus Jones and Monty Morris. I want to see Ryan Dunn, and I want to see Oso Iguodala get minutes. Um, don't have to be a lot. I just want to see a lot of ball movement and a lot of threes. Because what the Celtics showed tonight is that if you're not shooting 30 threes, you're not the champions. And I expect my Suns to come in and just shoot threes. I hope Grayson Allen is playing. I hope we can come in healthy and just have a good season. I expect them to be the number one seed. Like I said, the Nuggets has declined. Right now, the Timberwolves is not looking like the defensive Timberwolves from last year. So I expect them to be the number one seed. All right, everybody. Like, share, subscribe, man. Follow me at Ty Talks Podcast One everywhere, man. Instagram and YouTube, man. Look, say what you want to say. Episode 3 will be coming soon, so expect me to be talking about the games for tomorrow night. But yeah, man, look, say what you want to say, and that's it.